It's your friend, the Crypto Sniper, coming back at you. Yes, anybody noticed recently that people have got kind of mean? Here we are, we're looking at Raul's feed over here. Your fields are garbage, straight up garbage. There's a lot of angry people. Crypto market isn't doing what it is. Oh, this was pumped and ended up going to zero. Lots of angry people, maybe not taking responsibility for their own decisions. There will always be people that are right and wrong. And then there's these guys that buy minority amounts or buy 33% in a small, tiny micro cap and then pump it to their base. Only for to be clear that they sell huge amounts into that pump. Oh dear, and they do that all with a South African accent as well. It's kind of become a fragmented and angry place, the crypto realm. That's what I'm finding. On a slightly more positive note, a little bit self-flattering, I have to say, from somebody else, we got the following points of interest. And he said, things you have never done. No laser eyes profile pics in your profile pics. No, we never did that. No NFT or ape profile pic. No, we've not done that. Written any crypto tokens in our bio, including Bitcoin, in our Twitter profile. No, we didn't do that. We say crypto trader. Claimed a top call when a market actually trades substantially higher. No, we didn't do that either. Such as calling 64 the top and then watched it trade 69. We even offered a bet, actually, that it would go higher than 64 before it ran sub. Sold or marketed a token, we haven't done that. Taken payment for interviews, we don't do that. Solicited funds from people and then gone for private placements that ended up getting people wrecked. No, we haven't done that on this channel either. It's very kind of these things to be noted by somebody. This is not ours. Traded with other people's money. No, this is things actually to watch for in other people that you may be following. Engaging with a micro cap that can be shilled for insider personal gains and dumped on retail. Most of our coverage has been on the top 10, top 15, and in fact within that we've spent a lot of time talking about the likes of Bitcoin and Ethereum. So no, we don't go into the micro caps. That's part of that 10 that he also mentioned. Forgotten that macro matters and forgotten about things like the Fed, the dollar, the rates, and the geopolitics. We've been very aware of that. That doesn't mean, it's very flattering this, but it doesn't mean we've got everything right. Some people have quit their channel in tears and gone to play music. So there's a lot of weirdness that's gone on into crypto, especially following the lunar events. There's a lot of angry people. This is what I've noted. If I can highlight this particular video, also in camo, a different camo, switching sides. We highlighted, and we have the only person that I know that even still to this point, I haven't seen anyone in my Twitter feed that has highlighted it apart from people that has retweeted what we've done, that there was likely to be a coming bear because of Bitcoin dominance. This, my friends, was in February. You are at the end of May. You are closer to June than you are to the bigger of May. We are the 26th of May. It's literally the beginning of June. In the end of February, we were warning about a Bitcoin dominance falling wedge structure. What did the man say? Let's let him sing.
Back in our feed to go find out which one that was. Go watch our legacy videos, or better still, get involved with the community and our ongoing webinars on its progress. I would expect that particular token to overperform in the event of the Bitcoin downside. Yes, we will short crypto. Yes, most of you hate me for saying that. We should all be holding the market up like Atlas, standing under a rock fall, catching stones and then kilotons of rocks and holding it up. No, you take shelter and you find a way to profit from it. Unfortunately, you can't stop rock falls from coming down on your head. So just a little bit of a look on that Bitcoin dominance. The bull market is generally on, so I'll take the eye off for a second, the value of Bitcoin reducing in crypto for alts to perform. And most of you are sitting in some form of alt. Your alt is different. Your alt is better than the other one. ADA is better than this. I'm an ADA god. HBAR is going to be better than all of them. It's going to win. You've all picked your team. It's Liverpool versus Man United versus Chelsea, or it's Green Bay
Liverpool versus Real Madrid, don't you forget. Come on the Reds.
Packers versus Patriots, or whatever. It's all just tribalism. Yes, there are some projects that are clearly better than other projects. That's not to say that it isn't. But the point of the matter is, if the overall macro market is going down, you will go down with it.
Take swig of coffee.
Take swig of heavy coffee. So this was your bull market. And again, what we were highlighting, much like the 3 impulse falling wedge after the head and shoulder, is that this was looking like turning. And this is another reason why we've been very cautious on the crypto markets. Squeezy, squeezy, Japanesey, it was getting a little bit, let's do that draw again, it was a bit cack.
Was cack.
Marginally lower lows on your Bitcoin dominance and squeezing down like that. And what do? You have 3 impulses. And what does this generally do? What does it generally do?
This is the key part that I should have started you at. Sorry for that extra.
In most instances, not 100%, and we teach you when to recognize when those exceptions are more likely in our program, in the recorded content, beginner, intermediate, advanced, at the event that we will be doing for the first time since 2018. And
that event has been done now.
It's going to be totally different. It's going to be only on advanced topics. You've got to watch all the other materials. But there's plenty of time still for you to do that. What are we going to be talking about? In general, that this breaks out to the upside. So if you think crypto is going up, it doesn't have to go that high, by the way. It could go higher. It could just be a small move up to somewhere here. That's not indicative of how far I think it'll go. It's indicative of direction. If you think crypto is mooning when Bitcoin dominance has an upside side, ignore everything I've just said. Could it be? It's possible. Bitcoin could start going up a lot quicker and alts could creep up and Bitcoin could absolutely throw it up. It's quite possible. But the whole crypto market was going up here during that period of price behavior. This was good stuff. Remember that May high of 2021? That's it. There you are. That's the one diagonal of this rectangle to the other. That is your period when you were doing great. Actually, guys, if you're smart, you should be wishing for ongoing Bitcoin dominance reduction. And anything that could imply an on-balance probability assessment that could see Bitcoin go up. And remember, it could first, before it breaks, still come down another leg. That means you can get a little rally and you can go, Sniper's wrong again. Oh, he's such a good contra indicator. I get all these little clowns. There's always one guy who thinks he's funny and uses that one. Man, I've been in the trading floors for so long. It's not even a joke anymore. It's stupid. The guy who says that, who thinks he's funny, is a noob. If you want to be a noob, be a noob. That's all good. But you could get a little bit of a dip first before you go. It's unlikely you will run that low. During that period, as I say, all the YouTube stars love to tell you how wrong you are, and it's not about right and wrong, it's probabilities. We're absolutely guaranteed. I continue to do this knowing in umpteen instances I will be incorrect, and in some other instances I'll be accurate. It's about whether you make money or not. How much R's are you getting in reward on your winners versus the 1 R you should be losing on a money management control trade on the downside. And that is all the games. And you can be wrong 4 times out of 5 if you're making 15 R's on the one you're right and you're losing 1 R on the other. You're kidding everybody who's busy telling you how wrong you are continually. So anyway, up you go. This could see deeper. You could cross into the 50s. This is a psychological Bitcoin level, 50%. Now everyone will think the Bitcoin maxis will love that, but the problem is it will be on a downward swinging Bitcoin.
So we predicted that maxis were going to become intolerable. And that's exactly what's happened. Bitcoin all about post-Luna BTC, Luna UST, Luna everything. Bitcoin is the only token. Bitcoin, Bitcoin, Bitcoin. We've got a lot of it. I mean, even Lynn Alden is talking about, well, Bitcoiners are the ones that saw UST going down. Bitcoin is the gold standard and all of that. Let me just be clear. All the dApps, all the smart contracts will run on more efficient chains than Bitcoin in the end. The alts will have to come back if Bitcoin is staying as is. And they will get better, and there will still be more scams and new scams. But the maxis during this period will become intolerable, and anybody who's ever spoken positively about an alt is getting smashed right now, verbally by maxis.
So they won't love it too much. They'll only like the fact that the dominance has gone up. They'll be highlighting how all the alts are getting crushed a lot further during this period. But this is not strong. This is not generally strong. Could it be different? It could possibly. Is it likely? In my opinion, not so likely. In other words, Bitcoin could start mooning and the alts.
So not very likely. In other words, we're talking about a bear market, which is seeing Bitcoin go down less than the others. And if we go to 28th of February, I don't even know what the number is going to be. We'll come back to this dominance charts. 28th of February, take me to the 28th of February, will you please? Go to, let's do it. The month, 2, 28. We are currently trading 29. and you were up here, 39,000. We said, there is your date, 27 of the, because I expect it was weekend. You were at 39,000. Today, you are at 29,000. You saved $10,000 by getting defensive on the Bitcoin dominance call. That said, it will be bad for Bitcoin, but even worse for the other alt tokens, of which we gave you a small handful of some of those which we've been watching. We can have a look too at where Maker was on the 28th of Feb. Let's say go to 28th, go, and you're in and around here. It's 1800, it's at 1200, 1800. Do you want to have a look at Tezos, which was currently 1.92, go to 28.2, go to, give me the date, there you go, $3.29, you're at 1.9, 1.9. Crow, take me to, we're still not on the daily, we're just staying on the time frame we're on. Crow was at 40 cents. Today, 17 cents. More than 60% down. You're more than 60% down. It's unbelievable the difference in the downside for alts. You lost 10 grand from 39 to 29 on Bitcoin, which is exactly what we warned would happen. It would be bad for Bitcoin. Bitcoin maxis are celebrating while spiting their own face. At the same time, even worse for alts. So let's do it on the daily where you can see where these events actually occurred. Take me back to 28.2. Where were we? There you are. Here you are today. So now you can see it in the same chart. Here you are today. Where is Bitcoin? Let's just remind you where Bitcoin, that is Crow. Bitcoin. Take me to, same date, go to, there you were, here you are today. Now, you might have overperformed the rest of the altcoins by going down marginally less, but you are actually in small time frame structure. It's a very busy chart that I understand if you see too many lines, let me use another one. There you go, same chart. You are down. You have shed, actually, 44. It's worse than I represented. 44. $15,000 on your Bitcoin, 229. You would have 50% more Bitcoin if you'd got out when we warned you that a Bitcoin dominance is likely to be a bear market for everything. That has been the guidance. And there you are. So you are down to there. Had you been in Maker and you got out, the same situation. Let's go. Show me exactly the mark. Go to. There we go. A little bit lower. It starts from there. Draw it in the pink. Down to there. Tezos. All on the same chart. Take me to that same date. It literally is the pink arrow and you're slightly lower. Not much to change in any of that. And in percentage terms, guys, this is huge. 3.5 to 1.9. And at some point you trade at 1.5 and we expect you to go lower. We expect you to go lower. That was the Bitcoin dominance. Have you met the target yet? No. We gave you another, and this is not, we've been generous on the bears. In fact, in most instances, you could have gone to almost any crypto in fairness, and you would be doing just fine. We've told you about 77 that it trades 27. 77 to trade 27. I did this in the last video clip. You had a super low volatility area. That's the trade I gave you in the last clip. In the very last clip, a rush trade. I have to check whether that was just for premium community or whether I actually included that in the free view. I don't know when I last did it. I think it was actually for premium community that I showed. Guys, you can trade in here. That stop is already safe as far as I'm concerned. You got in short, super low vol. I will show it to you on a lower time frame. This is what you're missing whilst you're getting wiped out. Whilst the lunar hodlers are getting wiped out, while the Bitcoin maxis are bragging about going down $15,000 out of their $45,000 versus you going down 60%. This is what you're experiencing right now in the great crypto game. It is a spiller, it is a thriller. It is still 77. You could have been in at 91 and we still say it's going to run 27. Run it. That doesn't mean end, run it. You will close a large part and you may get some overperformance to that. What more can we do, guys? This video, as I say, 28th of February 2022, I have yet to see anybody else that is highlighted the Bitcoin dominance falling wedge. Let's have a look at it. You can see where it is there. Let's take you back to it. Bitcoin dominance to the falling wedge, 46% now. Now, I don't take photos every single day. This was one of the later times that I took it. I took it as it was breaking. We highlighted it. There you go, it's a break. It was all the time that we were talking about it in the 28th of February before. I haven't got the time to prove to people what we say and that we're there when it happens. That was when that box is. You're at 46%. When we did this video, you were at 43% and still had a chance to ride some of the downside drift. 43. You were around here. 43. You were around here. You had a chance to ride some of this upward drift. You could have got Bitcoin dominance as low as 41.5. Where are you now? 46 and moving. And that's why people are getting angry, because they're losing money and they don't like defensive messages. They don't like defensive messages. What more do you have to do? We're going to tell you what we think. That's the danger about being South African. You ask him, he's likely to tell you exactly what he thinks. Hasn't been popular. By the way, this was just for the 40% line. This is not the falling wedge. That was a key level. Marginally lower lows. Learn some price behavior theory. It really will save you so much money. That little investment of being in a community and not doing wrong. Compare the small HVF community to the larger crypto sphere in terms of who is in more pain right now. They have not stopped hearing consistency of same message from me, my community members. Most have been defensive. Some have even got shorts on. There are very few people that have any leverage longs in our community right now, and most will be highly defensive right the way to blue pot into dollars. And yet, the larger crypto world is screaming foul at Raoul of Real Vision because he once mentioned Luna positively, at this guy, that guy, all these hucksters, Quan, whatever his name is, Taekwondo, gave you a throw, whatever these clowns are. The point of the matter is the market chart is the future movement on balance of probabilities. It's your best guess. You don't know what's happening out there. We've just had, you better believe it, you've just had the Federal Reserve Bank, JP Morgan, come and say, Bitcoin is a buy, it's undervalued, it's better than real estate in this tight deal. This is the same guy, same face that called it all a fraud and a Ponzi 2.5 years ago. I can't even remember. I've been in this game now, trading game, for 35 years plus, and I've listened to stories, BS, U-turns, Federal Reserve horseshit till kingdom come. There is nothing you can trust more than the footprints in the sand of the money doing what it's doing when it's moving. Not what they say, but what they do. And this, they're probably going to accumulate Bitcoin, but that will perfectly be a sell signal as well, because they might have re-rallied Bitcoin a little bit after it had a spill. By the way, Bitcoin is losing value next to the NASDAQ stock market. It keeps setting up grind lines and spilling and spilling. It needs to stop. It needs to stop soon for this technical position to hold. If it runs this low, Bitcoin is underperforming tech, and there is no chance of an upside HVF on the relative valuation. There will be no chance if it runs that low. It might be slowing. It may not run that low. But at the moment, it's in a down leg. It's been in a down leg since here. The 64 was its high against tech. Since then, if we divide by the tech market, this high over here is not as high, even though it was the 69, and you are selling off. It's getting bid up a little bit. They're doing all they can while they're deflating a stock market to hopefully not see it lose, but it is slipping. It is slipping versus even a failing NASDAQ. So right now, you stay with the fact that it is slipping. You stay defensive until we see the evidence. And I don't need that first 5%. I don't need to be the first guy long on it. I put an alert here, I put an alert there, and by the time this third one goes, this level technically has been run. And there is a sell-off still to happen. On the tech side, in my opinion, we will see how much further Bitcoin goes. But Bitcoin will probably be the one that will turn first. And that will still be big for dominance until the remaining alts that still have some viable justifiable cause will go. But then the alt runs will take dominance down. You should all want for your bull market, most traders only make money in bull markets, you should all want Bitcoin dominance to head down. We're the first, and it looks like to me the only people that ever suggested that this was turning. And because we have the theory, we look at the price behavior. We are true macro technical chartists. And I'm afraid there's a lot of people that talk charts, but they come to the opinion first and then they find a chart that justifies their opinion. Instead of blanking their mind, having no opinion and asking truly without bias, what is this suggesting to me? Let the method and the rules dictate technically what's likely to be happening. Okay, themarketsniper.com. By the way, I want to just show you something else on the channel here. All these replies that involve this WhatsApp number. If you want to send some dodgy stuff to this guy, it would be amazing. He is a scammer, he is not me. They copy my picture. Please harass them all you like. If you can teleport some pedo porn and call the police on them, do it. There's a scam artist. We do not run a Telegram group. We do not send DMs on Twitter. We do not do anything to make you react to us. The only way you choose to engage us is you do it from the safety of our website, 3Ws, themarketsniper.com. And you book a call so we can talk to a real person, check you out, have a chat. It's a friendly call. We tell you what you can expect. We show you what you can expect. We give you pricing and everything. You can have a live trading day at a very low entry. There's a sell study at a lower price. You hit book a call and it'll be explained to you by a friendly individual who was once exactly where you were as both a client and now serves and helps us as well in the company. So we'll leave you with the likes of a zero hedge when the interest rates will turn, and of course our friends, the Fed Bank in the name of JP Morgan, now saying Bitcoin is a buy. Be cautious of this news. I'm not going to say it's absolutely contrarian. I'm not going to tell you exactly what to think, but this was an ugly spill. You are at a key technical level that you spilled through that I covered in the previous video that I'm not going to recap again. But you could have small rallies in here and there could be further downside. We are expecting, my suspicion, we're expecting lower moves across the alts, and that probably implies a bit more Bitcoin downside, and the Fed Bank in JP Morgan cannot be trusted. Okay, until I catch you next time, thank you for watching, and remember, defense in times of bears, defense matters. There will be, the good days will return. Don't be morbid, don't die, don't slit your wrists. It's all going to be okay. The control structure is coming with their surveillance finance, and you will still get opportunities to make money. Till the next time, we'll speak to you then. Bye for now.